Ladies and gentlemen, curious minds and lovers of wild spectacles, welcome. In today's episode of the Story of Animals, we'll witness a colossal clash between two of nature's heavyweight titans, the hippopotamus and the rhinoceros. Yes, the semi-aquatic bruiser versus the horned tank of the savannah. This isn't just a battle of strength, it's a showdown of very different lifestyles, behaviors, and surprising quirks. So sit back, grab your safari hat, and let's dive into hippo versus rhino. On one side, the hippopotamus. Don't let the round belly fool you. This isn't a gentle water balloon. Hippos are among the most aggressive animals in Africa. They weigh up to 3,000 pounds and boast tusk-like teeth sharp enough to snap a crocodile in half. And believe me, crocodiles give them a wide berth. But here's the twist. Despite their size, hippos spend most of their day chilling in rivers or lakes, looking like oversized bath toys. Cute? Yes. Harmless? Absolutely not. That yawn they often show off is less relaxation and more a warning. Back off or else. Now, on the other side, the rhinoceros. There are several species across Africa and Asia, but for today's battle, let's imagine the mighty white rhino, a horned juggernaut weighing over 5,000 pounds. That's nearly the weight of a small car. They're not semi-aquatic like hippos, but they are walking tanks with one standout feature, the horn. Made not of bone but keratin, the same stuff as your fingernails, it's still more than enough to gore a lion or flip over an unlucky safari jeep. Don't worry, it rarely happens. Rhinos are surprisingly fast, too, capable of charging at 30 miles per hour. Imagine being chased by a speeding sofa with a spear on its nose. Not a fun thought. The hippo's greatest strength is its massive jaw, capable of opening nearly 180 degrees, with teeth that can slice through almost anything. They are masters of the aquatic world, completely at home in rivers and lakes. Combined with their notoriously bad temper, hippos have earned their place as one of Africa's most feared animals. But hippos aren't invincible. On land, they lose much of their agility, moving awkwardly compared to their fluid grace in water. Their eyesight is poor as well, meaning they rely more on intimidation and ambush than on strategy or sharp senses. Rhinos, on the other hand, rely on sheer brute strength. Their enormous bulk and armor-like skin give them the appearance of an unstoppable tank. Their horn, sharp and formidable, serves as both a deadly weapon and a symbol of dominance. Add to this their shocking speed, and you have a creature that can turn into a living battering ram at any moment. Yet, rhinos also share the hippo's weakness: poor eyesight. This often leads them to mistake harmless objects, like bushes or even safari trucks, for threats. Unlike the perpetually aggressive hippo, rhinos are generally less hostile toward humans, though they can be dangerous if provoked. So who holds the advantage? It really depends on the setting. In water, the hippo reigns supreme, but on dry land, the rhino commands the battlefield. When hippos and rhinos cross paths in the wild, it's usually a matter of territory. Hippos leave the water at night to graze on land, and sometimes those grazing routes overlap with rhino feeding grounds. Both species are highly territorial, and neither likes to back down when challenged. When this happens, the hippo often opens its enormous jaws in a threatening display, showing off teeth capable of crushing bone. The rhino, on the other hand, lowers its head and points its horn forward, signaling that it's ready to charge. These standoffs can be dramatic, but they rarely escalate into full-blown battles. More often than not, one animal decides the risk isn't worth it and retreats. Hippos have a built-in sunscreen. They sweat a red liquid that coats their skin and acts as both protection against the sun and a natural antibacterial layer. It may look like blood, but it's nature's SPF at work. Rhinos, meanwhile, communicate in a far stranger way, through dung. Their dung piles are like smelly bulletin boards, sending messages to other rhinos that say, "I was here." You could think of it as a very stinky group chat. Who wins? The truth is, there's no clear winner. Nature didn't design them to fight each other regularly. Hippos are lords of the water, rhinos rulers of the land. Both are essential to their ecosystems. Hippos fertilize rivers with their waste, feeding fish and plants, while rhinos create pathways through tall grass that help smaller animals move around. So, rather than asking who would win in a fight, maybe the better question is, who's tougher? And the answer is, both. One dominates rivers, the other dominates plains. Either way, you wouldn't want to be caught between them. Now it's time to see how much you've learned from today's episode. We've got 3 fun trivia questions coming up. Ready? Let's start. Question 1. What material is a rhino's horn made of? A. Bone. B. Keratin. C. Ivory. D. Cartilage. The correct answer is B. Keratin. Rhino horns are made of the same protein found in our fingernails and hair, not bone or ivory as many believe. Let's try another question. Question 2. What unusual substance do hippos secrete to protect their skin? A. Blue oil. B. Red sweat. C. White foam. D. Green slime. The correct answer is B. Red sweat. Hippos excrete a reddish substance that acts as a natural sunscreen and antibacterial shield. Let's move on to the last question for this episode. Question 3. Between hippos and rhinos, which animal is considered more aggressive toward humans? A. Rhino. B. Hippo. C. Both equally. D. Neither. The correct answer is B. Hippo. Hippos are notoriously aggressive and responsible for more human deaths in Africa than most other large animals. Rhinos, while dangerous if provoked, are generally less aggressive. Great job if you got all 3 questions correct. If you missed any, don't worry. You've just learned some fascinating facts about 2 of Africa's most powerful giants, the hippo and the rhino. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other binge-able channels. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution.